Hello, beloved. How are you doing? And thank you so much for tuning in. How are you today? Well, I'm good. I'm excited. I'm always excited about all my guests that come on my show. I hope you've had a lovely week. Today, I'll be talking to His Excellency, the High Commissioner of Uganda, Julius Peter Moto. I am humbled and honored to have him on my show. And he's going to be sharing some tips. He's going to be giving you some guidance. If you're an investor looking to invest in Uganda in particular, the pearl of Africa, then you don't need to look any further. Stay tuned, and he will be coming on the show in about 1 minute. We're just going to play a video to set the basis of the conversation today. So see you in a little while. Don't go away. Catch you later. Bye-bye.
You know, we are surrounded by many desiring neighbors, if I may say. Countries that, first of all, some of them have had a bit of difficulties like we have had here before politically, but we are also really a kind of epicenter of the African continent. Assuming our neighbors can become politically stable, and the economies are properly managed. As we speak today, Uganda would be the best place to place their investment so that they can spring from here, go into markets in DRC Congo, go to southern Sudan, spread back to Kenya, go down to south to Tanzania, on its side, Rwanda. We can go to Burundi.
Hello and welcome. Thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed that little clip about Uganda. If you don't know where Uganda is in East Africa, and it was called the Pearl of Africa, right?
Yes.
Please welcome His Excellency, the High Commissioner of Uganda in the UK and Ireland, Julius Peter Moto.
Good afternoon, viewers. I'm very honored to be your guest tonight. I look forward to presenting to you the investment opportunities in Uganda.
Thank you so much for honoring my invitation and coming on the show.
Thank you, Linda.
I'm looking forward to learn. I know I've been here for so long. I need to learn what investment opportunities we have in Uganda. Now, we are not only talking to Ugandans in the diaspora, we are talking to anyone who is interested in investing in Uganda, right?
Yeah.
So we are going to be looking at technology, opportunities in technology, agriculture, healthcare, education, and tourism.
Yeah, these are in addition to what you have said, let me start by prioritizing. But before I do that, Uganda actually is ready for business. As you have seen or heard from the Minister of Finance, Honorable Matia Kasaija, Uganda was, after the wars in 1970s up to 1980s, Uganda went down really. Our country went it was completely destroyed.
And what could have caused that? Because of the war?
Because of instability and the war. You cannot do anything with instability and war.
Not at all.
So as I speak now, we have managed to improve on the stability of the country for the last 33 years, or actually 34 years. Uganda is now very stable, with a projection growth rate of 6.4%, and the ease of doing business is becoming better. We are now poised to take off. The following sectors are very critical when you wish to invest in our economy. Mining sector is very important.
Okay.
Over 50 minerals have been discovered.
In Uganda?
In Uganda.
Wow.
So if mining is your passion, you come and talk to us. We have gold, we have diamonds, we have tungsten, we have lithium, we have oil and gas in various quantities, in commercial quantities. We only need you to come and partner with us and work together and beneficiate these minerals for the benefit of Ugandans and for the benefit of the investors. All the policies are in place to facilitate investment in mineral sector. So this one sector, which is actually we need investors like yesterday.
Like yesterday. And is there any criteria for the investors in mining?
Yeah, when you intend to invest in mining, you come and talk to Ministry of Energy, and you get a mineral mining and beneficiation licenses.
Okay.
But before you do that, you register a company in Uganda.
Okay. So the company has got to be registered in
The
Uganda.
company has got to be registered
Okay.
and incorporated in Uganda.
Okay.
And then you set up the business operations. Registering a company in Uganda takes not more than 3 days. It used to take months, but these days we have reduced it to 3 days.
And you have to be in Uganda to register it?
You have to either assign a lawyer to do it for you,
in Uganda.
but you may need to travel to Uganda to finalize the final processes.
And roughly how much does it cost to register a company in Uganda?
The minimum fees that you may pay could be about £200.
Okay.
£200
£200, okay, to register a
to
company.
register a company.
Okay.
Other incorporation cost could be higher than that, because if you're a foreign company and you're coming to register in Uganda, you have to register through Uganda Registration Services Bureau.
Okay.
And the official fees that you pay, not more than £200.
£200,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. So that's for mining.
That's for mining. It cuts across for
Okay.
any business really that you really need to establish. The fee ranges from £200 to millions of pounds, depending on the method of incorporation.
Okay.
Other sectors include manufacturing. Uganda is in the center of East and Southern Africa. It is the hub of Eastern Africa.
And for easy access as well.
And for easy access to other markets in Comesa region.
That's right.
Because in the north we have South Sudan, in the east we have Kenya, in the south we have Tanzania, in the southwest we have Rwanda, in the west we have Democratic Republic of Congo. And within the main Comesa market, that is a common market for Eastern and Southern Africa, which comprises of 16 countries and which comprises of over 300 million people. Uganda is actually the heart of this market. So if you establish your manufacturing facility in Uganda, you can easily reach the market by road.
So with all these investors who will be interested in going into Uganda and after they have registered their company, will it actually increase employability for the citizens of Ugandans?
Yeah, it goes without mention. Once an investment takes place and the business has actually taken off, it creates, first of all, profits for the investor. They get their money back. Actually, the returns for investment in Uganda is so high. Actually, if you do it well, you can recover your costs within 1 to 2, maybe 3 years. Average 2 years, you recover most of your costs.
And because of the exchange rate as well.
The currency is fully transferable, exchangeable to any currency in the world. Actually speaking, once the business is running, it will employ Ugandans. And that's our pride. We want to attract as many investors as possible to increase the tax base and also to provide employment opportunities for Ugandans.
But there's been cases whereby people are saying that the Chinese are taking all the jobs and they're not giving it to fellow Ugandans. Is that true?
I think that's not true.
Okay.
Yeah. If a Chinese comes with a factory, what do we do? If, for example, like the recent one, the one which established the cement manufacturing facility in Tororo, they came, we opened our doors for them, and we gave them the opportunity, and they have established opportunity for manufacturing of cement and fertilizers, and they're giving our people jobs. Do we close our doors?
Not necessarily. It's for the benefit of the Ugandan citizens.
Exactly,
isn't it? Yeah.
yes. And they also expand the tax, they contribute to the tax base. Our government needs taxes. Once the operation has been recorded as successful, we start taxing you. We charge you corporation tax.
After how long?
Can be 1 year, can be 2 years,
Okay.
depending on how you report your profitability. We expect you to adhere to good corporate governance principles.
All right.
So that what you are reporting to us is the right one, so that we assess you properly in order to collect the right taxes from you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in
Mining, agriculture, manufacturing, healthcare, and in the health sector we have opportunities for people who want to establish pharmaceutical plants, including industrial sugar,
Okay.
including syrups, including medical supplies. The opportunities are there. So this is a sector that really requires attention. The health sector, you know, as I told you, during the 70s and 80s, most of our sectors went down.
That's very true, because actually it's so funny you mentioned that. I was actually discussing with my husband. I was like, I remember when I was young and we went to the hospital.
Yeah.
I don't remember my grandmother paying for any healthcare cost.
Yeah.
But now it seems if you don't have a healthcare insurance, you can't even probably maybe get good service, right?
Yeah, the services are really improving. Many people think our healthcare system and facilities are not good. They are actually becoming one of the best in East
So it's
Africa.
improving, okay.
Yeah, it is improving. If it is not improving, we will not be having centers of excellences
No, I
in
suppose,
Uganda.
I
You don't have a
suppose not.
center of excellence if you're not good enough, or if you don't measure up to world standards. We have centers of excellences. Actually, for your information, I'll give you an example of one company that has invested in the health sector. Quality chemicals, similar quality chemicals. They make pharmaceuticals, they make medicines, and they're certified by World Health Organization. They make anti-malarial drugs, they make antiretroviral drugs for fighting HIV/AIDS, and we are the best in Africa. There's no any other company or country
Not even South Africa.
not even South Africa.
Okay.
We export to a lot of countries within Africa and also outside Africa.
But that's the thing. That's why I called you to come onto the show, so at least you can shed some light on this
Yes.
thing. Because sometimes when you hear bad news, you're not actually sure, is this correct or is it, gossip?
It's not gossip. And what we talk about is actually the reality. So if a pharmaceutical company has become a center of
Excellent.
excellence in manufacturing of medicine in Uganda, what are you waiting for? That's an example that you can also succeed in any sector or person that you like. We also have opportunities in agricultural sector, production of rice.
Going back to the health sector, how about the need for ambulances? If somebody is interested in actually maybe bringing some ambulances into Uganda.
For sale or for servicing or for...
For both.
For both.
Yeah.
Yeah. The market is there. Just do your market research. If you think you can make profit out of it, you are good to go.
Okay.
In a population of 44 million or slightly coming to there, you cannot go wrong.
No,
the market is big.
It is very big.
The market
It is very
is big. With a big population and with an increased purchasing power, anything you put your money in, you will actually make money. Investors that go to Uganda do not want to come out because they make money. We have over 100 British companies in Uganda. We have over more or less the same number of South Africans in Uganda. We have a lot of Kenyans in Uganda. We have Ugandans who are actually doing business.
Doing business, yes.
And actually,
So it's
they're the
not only
majority.
foreigners.
It's not only foreigners.
Yeah, it's Ugandans themselves actually. who are also doing
Ugandans
business.
actually the majority doing business inside their own country, and they are making a good amount of money.
And so, how would you encourage people in the diaspora?
Yeah, this is actually one of
Because
my
I know
jobs.
when I interviewed you in 2017 during the WTM Marketing Excel, your message was that home is home.
Yeah.
People should try and make their way home. All the skills and talents that they've gained here, they should go back and input it in there. So what's your message to the people in the diaspora?
My message has always been one. If it is your passion to invest, you come and invest in your motherland with confidence. Because I've already told you, there are many foreigners who are already doing business in Uganda. Tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of Ugandans are doing business. They are creating opportunities. They are opening up future hope for the people of Uganda. You come and do business. Come and establish your business with hope and confidence. Actually speaking, the amount of experience that you have acquired in the diaspora is priceless.
It is priceless. But then,
we need to pay it forward. It is very important so that you can help to create assets for the future generation. Yeah.
The question that comes to mind is about the dual citizenship for anyone who wants to do a business in Uganda.
Yeah. If you are a Ugandan and you want to apply for dual citizenship, the law is very clear. And it's very easy to apply for dual citizenship, by the way. You just fill in the forms, submit in your details, attach a copy of your Ugandan passport or birth certificate, and submit it to the board, and you will be approved.
And how long does it take?
the board sits once in a quarter. That means in a year they sit 4 times. But the group is coming here in August, during the month of August. I'll send it to you so that you can send it to your
Please,
contacts.
yeah, that would be helpful.
And once they come to London, please make sure you come and then you register for dual citizenship certificate. Actually, I posted it on my social media page.
Okay. And how much is that to get a dual citizenship?
To get a dual citizenship, the fees is $400.
$400.
Currently.
And I understand for children under 18, they're not entitled to that. So what I'm wondering is, as a parent, if I had investment in Uganda and my children are under 18, will they inherit anything, or do they have to wait until they're 18?
Well, for children who are under 18, they are not. The law does not consider them to get dual citizenship.
Okay.
But they can get what is called a dependent pass.
Okay.
If you are traveling to Uganda with your siblings or with your children, they get what is called a dependent pass.
Okay.
Meaning, the pass, which is costed separately, it's $100
per child.
It's attached to your passport.
Okay, okay.
And it expires with your passport.
And what happens if the child turns over 18?
If the child turns 18, he or she can apply for Ugandan passport.
Okay.
And then the person also can also apply for Ugandan dual citizenship.
All right. Okay.
It makes life easy, isn't it?
It does.
Yeah,
it does.
yeah.
Now that you've clarified that, because I know when I was doing my research, I spoke to a few people who that was one of their concerns.
Yeah. If a child is, if someone is below 18, they get a dependent pass tag to your passport.
Okay.
There's that serial number called what? File number. So that dependent of yours, that kid or brother or sister, is tagged to your passport.
To my passport, okay.
So when the child becomes 18 and above, he or she can apply for his own passport and also apply for dual citizenship.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's out of the question. Thank you so much for answering that. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Now, another thing I wanted to cover as well is about the ID cards. Does every Ugandan traveling to Uganda have to have an ID card?
If you are a Ugandan and you intend to, I would say it is actually a must for all Ugandans to have a national ID card.
Okay.
In fact, I carried mine here.
Okay, can I have a look?
You can have a look. Without a national ID card, you cannot do many things in Uganda. It's mandatory.
Time is really ticking, and we have less than...
It's really mandatory that you have a national ID card, something like this. Let me show it to you. Something like this. This is my ID card, yeah? This is my national ID card.
Can I have a look?
Yeah.
Okay.
With this, you can open a bank account, you can apply for water, you can apply for electricity account, you can apply for a bank loan, you can open a bank loan facility. Without this, you cannot now open a bank account.
So before you
and without this, you cannot get a SIM card registration.
Oh,
so it is important. Without this, you cannot vie for an elective position.
Talking about elections,
now
that you've mentioned, when are the people in the diaspora going to be allowed to vote?
Yeah, this is the process. We are encouraging all the diasporans to register for national identification. And actually, the administrative arrangement is being finalized.
Okay.
It may take 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know when, but the first
At least you've started the process.
The first thing is national identification.
So I get my national identification, and then I'll wait once the government has decided, then I can vote.
Then you can vote.
I can vote from here. I don't have to necessarily fly to Uganda to vote.
It will happen.
It will happen. Yeah. You had it here on the Linda Muyobo show. So once, do get your ID card, so you're able to actually vote. You hear me? So you're able to vote. So get your ID cards. Now, you wanted to mention anything about education?
Like in what?
In terms of if there are any teachers who are here and they want maybe to go and help out, if there are people starting schools in Uganda,
Well, our systems are different from the UK system or diaspora system. Actually, we have a lot of teachers, and they are competitive. Our teachers are good. Actually, they are very good. What we lack are enough businesses to absorb our graduates from colleges. This is why we really stress on investment, private investment by Ugandans and also by foreigners. They are welcome. Once you have an expanded business and the economy is growing big, as the minister also said, all these graduates of ours will get jobs in the country.
So at the moment, I know a lot of graduates are actually unemployed.
They're employable. A lot of them are getting employment. Very few now are going abroad to get jobs abroad, but the majority are getting jobs within the country.
Okay.
So if there are teachers who are in the diaspora here who want to help, well, you come and invest in schools, in colleges, technical schools, vocational schools. You can also be complemented by our teachers trained locally in Uganda, and they're actually very good teachers, I assure you. From primary, secondary, vocational instructors up to universities, these guys and girls, they are good. They are very good.
Thank you so much, High Commissioner.
Pleasure.
It's been a pleasure chatting with you. We are going to take another break. It will be back in about a minute. Thank you. Okay, so wrap it up by 3 minutes. Hello, thank you, and welcome back. Hi, Commissioner. Now we've talked about investment opportunities, and we're going to look at the political status of Uganda.
Yes. Talk about politics. Uganda is very politically stable.
Okay.
And
Though some might disagree,
well,
because of what has been happening lately.
Not everyone can agree with you.
No, that's true. That's true. But how are you going to address that?
Politics in Uganda, there are laws that govern Ugandan politics. We don't do politics every day. Election laws, they are a cycle of 5 years. Every 5 years, there are elections for presidents, for members of parliament, for district local government, and other positions. So once the timetable has been released, that's really when registered candidates, based on the national ID I was showing you about, are allowed to do their politics.
But at the moment, the president has removed the term, isn't it? So he's going to stay on power for forever?
Well, that decision really was made by Parliament. And since Parliament is part of the democratic process of Uganda, what can we say? If they say no term limit, we go by what they say.
Okay. Hopefully that will change.
Yes, hopefully it will change. We don't know when. So if you're interested in politics, you must have a national ID, register probably for registration, for voting. And if you are interested to start your own political party, there are laws that govern political party registration and how they should conduct themselves so that Ugandans who are not interested in politics can do their work. As I said, you can't do politics all the time.
No, you can't. You can't. And at the same time, if you're just an investor looking for a place to invest, then Uganda is the place, of course, to go.
Yes, it is very stable for the last 30 years and going beyond. Last 34 years, Uganda has been very stable. And there's total peace and tranquility throughout the country, from border to border. Actually, you can drive your car from Kisoro up to Arua at night. Nobody will even stop you.
No, but it's very true.
This is something which is very unique. You can drive for 700 kilometers at night, and nobody will stop you at night. You want to stop at night to buy some chicken and eat.
Hi, Commissioner. I want you to look at that camera. I'll give you a minute and
please.
speak to the people in the diaspora.
Yes, please.
Really encourage them.
Yeah. The people in diaspora are our brothers and sisters. You people, you have, our government respects your contribution that you normally make by way of remittances. And by the way, these remittances are foreign direct investments. So these investments that you send home, this money that you send home to support social costs is recognized by government. Now we want you to do a little bit more than that. We want you to send or to establish investment capital, which can help to create jobs and create products, goods and services in Uganda to create new opportunities to employ our people. Time is now, right? Everything is in place, the opportunities are there, you take advantage of it. We want your contribution. We need your brain power so that we can help to build the country. National building is a very difficult job, so we need all brains firing in all directions.
Now, another thing, I'm sure you've heard about the park run, Ugandan park run.
Yeah.
Now they want to find out when you'll join them to do some exercise in the park run.
I saw the post. I want to find out. You send me the details.
And you will join them.
I may participate. Yeah.
The High Commissioner is going to join. There are some keep fit classes.
Yes.
In the park.
I will join you.
You know, we are promoting Uganda in all areas. Because it's a peaceful country.
It's a very peaceful country.
Yeah.
The other area that I forgot to tell you, listeners, is that the tourism sector is one of the best performing sectors in the country. Actually, in the history of Uganda, last year, 2018, was our best year in all sectors.
No, but that is very true. Actually, that's Ephraim Kamuntu said that in
Yeah.
2017.
Yes.
He did when I interviewed him in 2017, yeah.
In 2018, that is last year, Uganda's sector, in all sectors, agriculture, tourism, manufacturing, everything, they recorded the highest volume and value in the history of the country. So,
And they have over 50 species of birds in Uganda.
yes, birding,
So,
watching of birds, lake view activities, park drive, all those things, they're there. So these don't happen it just don't happen. We put in a lot of work in it.
that's very true.
Yeah.
And it's all due to the stability that is in the country.
And leadership,
And
in,
leadership
the
in the country
yes.
as well.
Our President Museveni, is a very focused president. He is very patient, and he is a leader that we look to.
And I look forward to interviewing him when he comes to London.
He will.
Please do mention that to him.
Yes, I will.
Mr. President, I would love you to come on my show. Ladies and gentlemen, we are wrapping up. And if you're an investor, please watch. The High Commission has invited you to come and invest. Thank you so much.